What's up, guys? We're out for another round at ScrapYard. It's a beautiful morning despite the blower in the background. I'm here with Andrew and David from Charlotte Disc Golf on Instagram. Go check them out. We're gonna play around out here, see how we do. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys, so hole one right here. Starting off with a Sampa right there that I was actually trying to kind of hyzer flip up. It leaked a little bit left there on me. David right here actually has a really good shot there. That gets him in position for a birdie there, which is solid. And Andrew coming through, really good shot. But this line is actually a little difficult because there's trees and roots right there that knock your disc way back. That happened to me a couple of times as well. Just a quick little approach here with the Justice that I actually got from the Clash, which is awesome. Andrew trying to sink his putt in here from outside the circle. Goes a little bit long on that, but still going to have a look at par. And then David's going to end up getting a birdie here, which is awesome. And then I'm going to just save my par also. Guys, make sure y'all head over and check out the Charlotte Instagram page that I showed at the beginning, just for any sort of content that you guys are interested in seeing. So right here, David's going to throw in his disc. This disc was actually giving him some trouble today. It was a little bit too flippy in a lot of different scenarios. Andrew's going to be able to knock this one up here, tagging a tree right there. And then me, I throw my stag that I actually parked the other day, and it's just a little bit more turned over than I was going to expect. We were thinking that the moisture in the air maybe had something to do with it, but that doesn't seem to make any sense. Like, it was pretty foggy out, and we just kept on saying, like, why are our discs more flippy than usual? And maybe we were just turning them over, and it actually had nothing to do with the disc, but how we were throwing it. But it was pretty interesting to see. So not a bad putt right there to sink to save the par. So still holding on right there, doing pretty well. Again, today, guys, we're just going to be watching the front nine of this. Super fun round with these guys. Really scenic as well. Here we go again. Like, you'll hear him say, he's like, why is that so flippy? Like, it was just weird. It just wasn't common for those discs, I guess. Andrew's going to be able to get over here a little bit. Like, that was a strong hyzer coming in there once it got around the corner. For me, what do? You know what I do. I hit trees, guys. Come on. That's what it's all about, right? Yeah, your boy hits trees. Come on. Really freaking annoying right there. Throw the Sampo here again, and I turn it over just a little bit too much. I should have thrown in my beat-in felon, and I think I would have had a better result right there. So Andrew's going to go ahead and approach here. But again, yeah, so front nine in this one, guys. So make sure that y'all watch the whole thing, and then the next video will be the back nine over here at Squirrel Lake in Charlotte. Not Squirrel Lake. Why did I say that? Because I just posted a video of Squirrel Lake over here at ScrapYard in Charlotte, North Carolina. So David's going to be trying to give it a run here from out of the woods. Pretty good bid from, I don't know if I had to guess, probably 60 feet away or so. Maybe even a little bit more. Giving it an all right run, a little bit high on that, but, you know, that would have been a bonus birdie for sure. This is where my third shot ended up, so we're going to be +1 right here with a nice, solid little bogey. That's exactly what your boy wanted on this hole. No, it is not. These guys are going to go ahead and tap in. And they actually had pretty good starts to the round. I think David's 1 under now, and Andrew is just hanging out at par. Throwing a sidearm on this hole, which is pretty crazy to me. It's a little bit risky, and I don't know how much of a reward there really is. He ended up hitting a tree and knocking over to the right. So the reward on that risk wasn't that good. Andrew's going to be able to get up there in a good spot, and then I am as well, but I tagged a tree around the corner also and launched to the right. I threw that one a little bit close because I didn't want to hit a tree on the right again like I did on the previous hole. So I'm going to throw a diamond here, actually turn it over. It gets a little bit of a nick there. I didn't turn it over enough, and so that's why it hit the tree, but thankfully we got a fairly good reaction out of that one. Andrew actually said that this wasn't his normal play on this hole. Normally he sidearms. You guys will see throughout this video how often they both sidearm, like a lot. And, you know, I did a video on this the other day about how important it is for your game to learn it. And they've definitely done a pretty good job of learning it and applying it to their game. Nice little scramble right there out of the woods. This is me for a birdie. Not a bad run. Needed about maybe 2 more feet, 3 more feet, something like that in the air. And I think we would have been good. hitting the rim right there, which is going to end up being a bogey for him, I believe. So back to even there. And then I got a par, as did Andrew, I believe. I think that he got a par there. So here we go, moving on to this hole, which is actually a super fun one. Both of them throwing sidearms here. I would have never thought to. Like, literally, I feel like it's perfect for a hyzer flip on this hole. That's what I always do. And so, of course, I throw my stag out here and stand it up. It doesn't turn over as much as it did on the second hole, which I wish it had, because then we would have leaked over in between those two trees, but that's still good. Still gives me a putt. And then right here, doesn't turn over enough, ends up tagging this tree right here. If he'd had that maybe a foot to the left, he would have made it up past the basket a little bit. Good little run right there. He was excited about that one. And then you can see right here, Andrew coming in and sinking his birdie putt right there. Pretty good putt right there. And then me, of course, probably a little less, maybe 2 or 3 feet less than where Andrew was, being able to put that one in for the birdie as well. And then David's got one from over here by the trees to get a, what was that for? 1, 2, 3. That was for the par, I believe. Was it? 1 off the tree, 2, yeah, 3. Making it through right there out to the middle of the fairway. Super solid on this hole. This long tee is really, really tricky. What do? I hold on to it for just a little bit too long and throw it really low. I don't really know what was going on. I felt off towards the beginning of this, and we end up kind of, turning it in, getting it going here in just a little bit. Really good scramble right here. I needed about a foot to the left. We hit a tree right there. You could barely see it. If we had been a foot to the left, that's my new felon, that would have come out and worked his way down to the basket really, really well there. I'm just going to throw my little approach there. That's going to put us at 3. Just laying there, which obviously would have been par, so that's going to give us a bogey on this one. Nice little approach right there, just getting up there. Then, of course, Andrew taking his shot, trying to give it a good bid, give it a good run here, right over top of the basket. Not too bad. And then he's got this one to come back for the par there. And then me, of course, look at this. I was literally, I was against that tree. It was pushing against me. And so I barely made that. It was really stressful. It looked like I stepped forward, but I actually stayed behind my disc there. But still got a bogey off of that one. Andrew throwing out of here, hit a tree hit the right side of a tree and then hit the left side of a tree, knocking back into the middle of the fairway. Really, really good tree luck right there. We actually see a couple of those happen throughout this round. David coming in here again with that same disc that he said was flippy earlier. And so he didn't really make the adjustment on it based off of how it was flying off the first one. He threw it how he normally would, and it just held on for just a little bit too long. I was doing that as well, as you can see right there. I blocked this, y'all, because I thought I was in the woods.
That was terrible.
That doesn't count. It was perfect. Like, it came out. I did not deserve that, but sometimes you get that happening, which is awesome. Really, really smart play right there, knocking that one down. Throwing the world here, and I hold on to it for just a little bit, released it on a tiny bit of an anhyzer. I wish I'd done that same throw, but aimed at the tree on the left, the other big one up there by that gap. Andrew's going to try and get this up here, turns it over just a little bit, and the danger of that, y'all, doing those flex shots is that if you turn it over too much, it's going to roll to the right, which is not what you want. Dave's going to end up in the trees over there on the left. I stand up my stag, go through this gap. That was not what I was trying to do. My stance was really low there, and it was kind of awkward, but I got lucky there, made it through the trees. Really, really solid play, or solid shot was where it ended up. And then now you can see Andrew coming through here. He sneaks through the trees as well. That left side is a jail. You have to hit your line perfect to get out of there. And then nice shot right here by David, pushing his way up to the basket.
There you go.
To give himself a look. And we're just going to throw this justice. I started throwing this thing. I got it from the Clash. I actually really like it. So we're just going to throw this right up here, nice and smooth, barely missing the basket right there. Sitting it down for a good look to save par, I believe. 1 in the open, 2 into the tree, 3, 4. Yep, so that would be a par for me on that one. David missing that putt right there. Right before he did that, he said, "I hate straddle putts." I don't really like. I like straddle putts, but they are a little bit
I always end up being short on my straddle putts as well, which is interesting. So hole 7 there coming to a close. Again, the back 9 will be posted probably the day after you guys watch this, maybe 2 days after. Y'all, this hole right here, my goodness gracious, man. It is a mental trip. Andrew throwing right into that tree right there because you try and overcorrect because there's water out there and you want to be careful. I throw right over here to the right, hit that tree I've never hit before, and launch off into the woods to the side with absolutely no look whatsoever. David's going to throw out here, get out, nick that right there, which I don't really think affected the flight too much, and then actually ends up hitting the lake on the other side. So he's going to have to throw here from the drop zone. And then, guys, just to let y'all know, because I didn't get it on film, I tried to throw out of the woods back to the fairway, hit a tree, had to throw out of the woods again, so I'm laying here at 3. I'm laying right here at 3, and I didn't even go OB. So now I'm already sitting at par. Got to throw over the water, which isn't too bad from this location, honestly. Got to throw over the water with my judge here and just get it in putting range there. I think I hit a tree, which saved me right there. So sitting over there at 4 now, which was really frustrating. And then Andrew right here, you can see throwing this mid-range, and it rolls and wants to go in the water, but the ground is like, you were not going in the water. You were sitting right here. We're not going to make this man go out of bounds. So I'm going to actually get in for a 5 right there, y'all, which obviously was not good. Like, that was brutal, especially on this hole. I've hit that gap so many times, but it's a really mental gap. Look how pretty this is. Look at that. Man, that's the thumbnail right there. That is beautiful. Playing in the fog was actually really, really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. It was very picturesque. So, final hole of the front 9. Nice shot right here by Andrew. You can see just you got to trust it out over the water. Give it a good bid. Probably landing 3 feet off the shore, which is amazing. And then, is it me or no? It is not you, because you got a 5 on the last hole, you noob. Just get through. So David's going to throw. He didn't trust his as much, so it came up short. That's what I generally do, but I always hit those trees and go in the water. But right here, we are going to get a solid shot with the Raider right there, y'all. Coming out and boom, giving it a nice run. Landing up a little bit short. Really, really nice shot right there. You can see my disc right in the bottom right of the screen. By that wood. David, sadly enough, hits that right there. I'm trying to think of what I'm at this point, because I've only gotten 1 birdie, and like I'm pretty sure I'm +2 or something right now. Yeah, dude. Which was just brutal. So not too good to start off there, especially with that nasty 5 on that par 3. That was pretty bad. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and just finish tapping in here, guys. I hope that y'all enjoyed today's video. Thanks for hanging out and watching all the disc golf content. I love you guys. I will see y'all in the next episode. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. You already know the deal. And stay tuned for the next episode. See you guys later.